Welcome everyone to the presentation on how to conduct some online research regarding Leaving Cert subjects. So we will look at two websites, Careers Portal and Qualifax, and looking at sort of how to research two main things you might want to look at, which would be your course content or your subject content, whether you would like it or not, and implications that it may have whether you choose it or not for what you do post Leaving Cert. So whether it would influence the college or course that you might want to do. So I'm just sharing my Google home screen here. Welcome to all third year students and your parents. So hopefully you'll find this online lesson useful. So when you have a bit of time in your hands, then you can browse your subjects. So if we have a look first, if we just type in Careers Portal, and it is .ie, but if you type in Careers Portal, it'll come up. So it's careersportal.ie. So that will bring you to the home page. Now there is a lot of, tabs and things on this page, but if you just go to what you want for now, which is you will go to Explore, and then go down to World of Education, and then go over to Leaving Cert Subjects and click on that. So what you will see then is they have their subjects divided up into groups. So they have Leaving Cert Subjects, they have Practical Group, including Construction Studies, Engineering, Technology, and you can click on any of those for further information. Science Group, including Ag Science, Chemistry, Biology, Maths, Applied Maths, Computer Science, etc. Artistic and Creative Group, that would be your art, music, design and communication graphics, DCG. Your Humanities Group then will include all of these. So for example, history, your languages, Spanish, okay, and then your Social Group would include your geography, your home economics, your physical education, etc. And then you have lastly a Business Group to include accounting, business, excuse me, economics, etc. So if we have a look then, if we go back up to, we'll say we want to have a look at, I'm thinking about doing biology. So I'm going to click on biology. That will bring me to a page with lots of information here regarding in Leaving Cert biology. So they start off giving you a summary of the subject. So biology is the study of life, etc. Why study biology? It's a popular subject. It's a good choice for students who can pay attention to detail and have an excellent memory. Many courses require at least one science subject, and some even require two, and you'll have a look at those later. Therefore, it's a good idea to have at least one science subject to keep options open. Those considering medicine, nursing and related courses will find that this subject will be of huge benefit to their studies. So what kind of students would biology suit? So it will suit a junior cert who might wish to consider studying, they enjoyed science at junior cert, but they might want to study it in more detail. And tips then. So it's recommended that a student taking Leaving Cert biology has a good understanding of junior cert science at higher level. And each student must have an aptitude and interest for laboratory work, because there will be experiments, etc. And a considerable amount of learning and study is necessary to do well in this subject. That applies to all subjects anyway. Other stuff that you can look at then. Grades awarded, that gives you a breakdown of what grades students attained when they sat higher level biology in the Leaving Cert exam 2019. So you can see, for example, 7.7% of students got a H1, 15.8% of students who sat the exam at higher level got a H2, and so on. And then at ordinary level, you've got the grades breakdown there as well. Course overview, that just gives you a summary of what the content would be. Course content then is next. So 70% biological knowledge, understanding and skills. The remaining 30% deals with technological, political, social and economic aspects of biology. And then they go into a bit more detail, like telling you there are 22 mandatory experiments, for example. So you can have a browse through all of that information there. They look at the exam structure, so you can see that biology has one paper worth 100 marks, so it's one written exam, and the same for ordinary level. It'll even break down the structure of the exam for you, so you'll have 6 short questions, 3 questions on practical activities, and 6 long questions. And it will be a 3-hour exam. Career possibilities you can look at, and then 3rd level requirements you would be very interested in. So when you go to the 3rd level requirements, and you can go to that, you could look at the subject summary first, and then you could go to 3rd level requirements if you wish straight away. So this subject may be essential for entry into some 3rd level courses. Click on the link below to view the courses that may require this subject for entry. So I'm going to click on biology. That will open a new tab for me. Now, there is a total of 203 courses that match our search. So show me courses that definitely require biology. I can see there are a total of 5. I wish to view those courses. So you can see there genetics in University College Cork, health science and dietetics, Letterkenny, LYAT, health science with physiotherapy studies, LYAT, for example, and so on. Now, I can go back and I can search courses that may require biology. And that brings me up a list of 198 courses. So what you could do there then is you could click on the course title, and then that tells me specific subject or course requirements. So minimum H5 and 2 subjects, and minimum O6 H7 and 4 subjects, to include Irish English, a lab science, which can be biology, chemistry, physics, or physics and chemistry, which is a subject together, or ag science and maths. So therefore I know that for ag science and UCC, I need at least 1 lab science. So therefore I may wish to choose biology to meet that requirement. Below the specific course requirements, you'll see general entry requirements then if you wish to browse that as well. Okay. So if we go back to Careers Portal and we go back to Leaving Cert Subjects, we could look at another example. So say we look at chemistry. A lot of students have questions about, would I need chemistry or would I like it? So you can look up, again, you can see what grades people got at the different levels. So you can see 13.2% of people who sat chemistry in 2019 got a H1, for example. Course content will give you, the units of learning that you will be looking at. For example, you will look at least 28 experiments. So you can see there's a lot of experiment work. So 70% pure chemistry, 30% dealing with social and applied aspects of chemistry. So exam structure, 1 written paper worth 100%. And then, career possibilities, and I might want to look at 3rd level requirements. Click on chemistry. And I can see that there are 7 courses that definitely need chemistry. So I'm going to check to see if any of those are on my potential list. So for example, I will need chemistry for dentistry in University College Cork. I would need to do chemistry for pharmacy in University College Cork or the Royal College of Surgeons Ireland. I can see that I definitely need chemistry, for example, for veterinary medicine in University College Dublin. So if I click on the veterinary medicine, that will bring me to a page where it tells me the specific subjects or course requirements for veterinary in University College Dublin. So I can see here that I need a minimum of H5 in chemistry. So I have to do chemistry if I want to apply to that college for that course. And then, as I say below, you can see general entry requirements there as well, if you wish to have a read through those. So that's chemistry, and we'll maybe look at one more example. We could look at possibly a language. A lot of students would have questions about a second language. So let's have a look at Spanish. So again, brings me to my subject summary. Oh yeah, so in some of the subjects here, there are little videos about what it's like to study Spanish, for example, here. So you can view these. You click play, they're a couple of minutes each. Grades awarded, so I can see the success rate for students at higher and ordinary level. Course overview, course content, which you might be interested in to see, what units of learning you will do. Exam structure, students are very interested in that. So I have a written paper, I have an oral and an oral, which is a listening. So oral exam will be 25%, listening examination 20%, and written exam worth 55%. And then career possibilities and third level requirements, which you will be sort of interested in to see what implications it might have. So there are 3 courses in Ireland which require Spanish VUE courses. So business studies in Spanish in Trinity, global business with Spanish in DCU, Italian in a modern language, Irish, Russian or Spanish in Trinity. So again, if you click on the course title, that tells you the specific subjects required to do that course. And you can see there that you need a H3 in Spanish. And then again, you have your general entry requirements below. But at the moment, you will want to look at these specific requirements so that you can see what implications it would have for you if you did a course or not, a subject or not. So again, you can go back to your subjects and you can browse all of those subjects in the same way, and they give you all the same information. So that's careersportal.ie. So again, that's what the homepage looks like. So you're going explore, world of education, and then leaving cert subjects. And that will bring you to that page with all of that information. So when you have a little bit of time, you can browse around on that. So another website then that you can go to, I just open a new tab, and you can just type it into your Google search or in your toolbar at the top. So Qualifax, qualifax.ie. So this is the National Learners Database. So this is what the Qualifax homepage looks like. So at the moment, again, you can see lots of things on here. Information for parents and family, information for students. You can do a course search, but at the moment, you want to focus on your subject choice. So you will go to Qualifax homepage, go to students, click on students, go down to subject choice on this big long menu. Click on subject choice. Now, you can scroll down here for a brief overview of each subject. So if you scroll right down, there's some general information here about choosing subjects. And then if you scroll right down this big long page, they give you a brief blurb on each subject and maybe why it's an advantage to study it or why you would like to study it. And so you can go right down through those. And then just going back up there to near the top. So, I suppose it's time for serious decisions, as they say here. It might be the first time you've sort of seriously thought, what I might be doing, when I leave school, and sort of tailor your subject choice towards that. But you do need to make sure, as they say here, very important advice, that you choose subjects that you like, because if you enjoy studying them, it will come naturally to you and you will hopefully experience more success. And if you complement your abilities with subjects that you're good at, and then you should have a more recipe for success and enjoyment. Now, if you're very unsure, and that does happen a lot of students as well, about what subjects to choose, you could browse through all the information on Careers Portal and see what you think you would like. And it's also vital then that you take into account your future college and career path, and ensure that when it comes to applying for higher education that you're not caught out because you did not study a particular subject at Leaving Cert. So this is what part of all of these presentations and discussion around subject choice relate to, is that you do your research and also get advice on what implications it may have for you, whether you choose a subject or not. So selecting the right subjects, then, like every student has to choose, and there's advice there on whether or not you should take on extra subjects outside school. What happens if I do not take higher level Irish? So apart from ruling out a number of honours degree programmes which have Irish as a core entry requirement, the main consequence of dropping higher level Irish is that you are precluded from studying to be a primary school teacher in any of the Irish training colleges. So basically, if you want to do primary teaching in the Republic of Ireland, then you must take higher level Irish, for example. What happens if I do not take higher level maths? There are many level 8 degree programs, and that's an honours degree, that you can't take if you don't get a minimum of a C3 in higher level maths, or H3. So, for example, engineering, computer science, science, information and computer technology courses, and most degrees that include maths as a core subject. So if you're interested in any of these courses, you should start your third level journey with a 2-year higher certificate program, which will require a minimum of a D3 in ordinary level maths. So basically, you can still do the careers, but you might have to take a different entry route. What happens if I do not take a language other than Irish and English? So the National Colleges of Ireland require a pass in a third language for entry into a large number of their courses. So the NUI colleges are NUI Maynooth, Dublin, Galway and Cork, and a range of associated constituent colleges, all of which are listed on the NUI website at nui.ie, and you can click on that link. For engineering and science programs, they have dropped the language requirement, and UCD has also dropped it for their agricultural programs. Nursing at NUI colleges never required a third level language, and a third language must be included for arts, human sciences, law, social science, commerce, medicine, and health sciences, and some other degrees. A third language is also a requirement for entry into the cadetship in the Army or Air Corps. And Trinity accepts Irish as a second language requirement. UL and DCU and the Institutes of Technology do not require a foreign language for entry purposes into most of their courses, apart from those which involve the study of a language. What's the easiest subject? No Leaving Cert is easy, but some could be easier for you than others if your aptitudes are strong in those areas. What combinations of subjects work? So you should attempt to select a balanced range of subjects that will leave you with leave your further and higher education options open for as long as possible. Most students study Irish unless exempted, English and maths, and then a large majority of students study a language or a foreign language. And if selecting your remaining 3 subjects, you should study carefully the essential subjects for entry into the third level courses available, so that you're aware of the minimum subject entry requirement. So if we go back up to near the top of the page, you will see a link here, subject requirement module. So if you click on that link, so you're interested in the Leaving Cert subjects, so click on that, and then so this brings me to a search bar. So this allows you to check the implications of choosing or not choosing a certain subject and gaining entry into a particular course or college. So if you click on, it'll give you a list of options here. Show me third level courses which may or may not require the following. So if we click on a science subject, And then there are other filters here. If you wanted to narrow down your search, you could look for courses that require a science subject in County Dublin if you wanted, or the province of Leinster, Ulster. I'm just going to search a general search, show me courses which may require or may not require a science subject. So I'm just going to hit search. So it's showing me here that 167 courses definitely require a science subject. So I'm going to click on that first. View courses. Right, so this gives me the full list of 167 courses which require a science subject. Now, to get the specific requirement, I just click on the course title. So I say I look up dentistry in University College Cork, and again, the first thing I want to look at is the specific subject or course requirement. So I can see here that a H4 in chemistry is needed, and either physics or biology. So I basically need 2 of those sciences, one to be chemistry and one from physics or biology. I need an 06 or 07 from Irish, English, another language, and math. So basically, regarding the science subjects, I need a minimum H4 in chemistry, and I need one other science at H4 minimum from either physics or biology. So that's your science subject, for example. So say we go back to the subject choice again, leaving search subjects. So say this time I would like to filter for show me courses that may or may not require a second language. I'm not really interested in filtering it out by county or province, for example, at the minute. So I'm just going to search a general search, and I can see that there are 519 courses that definitely require a second language. There are 1,032 that do not require a language, and there are 3 that may require a second language. So if I look at the courses which definitely require a language, and you can see there are, number of pages here to look at. So say you were interested in agricultural science and University College Cork, go to specific subject or your course requirement. So I need minimum grade H5 in 2 subjects and a minimum grade 06 or H7 in 4 other subjects. That's a total of 6 because they count your best 6. Subjects must include Irish, English, a lab science, either biology, chemistry, physics, phys chem, or ag science, and maths. Additional requirement, a H4 in either a lab science, maths, applied maths, or computer science. And if the H4 is in maths, applied maths, or computer science, 06 or H7 in a lab science subject is required. Looking at general entry requirements. So yeah, so there isn't anything mentioned there about a language. So I'm just going to go back again. So this is, so they're telling me subject that a course that definitely needs a second language. Oh yeah, so that would be Irish, for example. So say if we go back again to the search, back and go back again. So show me courses that need a third language, for example. Search definitely requires a third language. View courses. So you can see that it's mostly arts in the National Universities of Ireland. So say we click on Arts French in Maynooth. I need Leaving Cert 2 H5s and 4 06s or H7s, Irish, English, and a third language. So just to go back over that again, if I go back, so a second language, search definitely requires a second language. View courses, ag science, for example. Yeah, so subjects must include Irish and English, but not a foreign language. So just to be clear on that. So I suppose if you're looking at the foreign languages, what you really want to search for is, does your course require a third language? The second language there would be including English and Irish, which are compulsory anyway, unless you have an exemption for the Irish, of course. So other things you can filter courses that definitely require like a specific subject. So you can say, show me courses that definitely require chemistry. Go down and search. Definitely requires chemistry, 7 courses, which we already looked at these on careers portal anyway. So there will be, a lot of overlap on information. And again, you click on, say, Medicine, University College Cork, go to specific subject or course requirement. I need a H4 in chemistry. And that's what I was searching for. Did I need chemistry? So just to go back again, just to remind you how to get into all of that. So you go to Qualifax homepage, you go to students, you go to subject choice. And again, you have all your general information here. And if you scroll right down to the bottom, they actually have a table of do's and don'ts, tips about choosing your Leaving Cert subjects. And then near the top, you have your link to look at those subject requirements, specific subject requirements, Leaving Cert subjects, and then filter out. So if you want to look up a subject that definitely needs art, for example, a course that definitely needs art, search because you're thinking maybe of dropping art. No courses definitely need art. So we'll go back, and courses that may require art, 23 courses. So you can see some here. So for example, if you want to do architecture in Technical University Dublin, go to specific subject or course requirement, and they tell me other subject requirements, at least a H4 in one of art, construction, DCG, engineering or technology. So if I'm thinking about doing architecture in Bolton Street or the Technical University in Dublin, and I'm thinking of dropping art, but I know I have construction studies and DCG, then I don't need art. I just need one of these. And then, of course, you can look at your general entry requirements there as well. So hopefully those 2 websites will prove useful to you. Obviously, we will be talking to you in due course, and you can look for more advice, and you can email us with questions as well. So from myself, Miss McNulty, and my colleague, Miss Sproul, we'd like to thank you in advance.